dear students, welcome to DAV Moyle Public School. In today's chapter of science, we will discuss about image formation by convex mirror. In previous videos, we have studied about image formation in terms of concave mirror. With a similar thing, we will study about convex mirror. How does image formation take place in terms of concave mirror? So let's proceed. Now, image formation by concave mirror, here we have only two cases to study. So the first case says that whenever the object is at infinite distance. So for image formation, I have to take convex mirror. As you can see, this is a convex mirror. This bulging portion, it is a reflecting surface. Hence, it is a concave mirror, and the inner one, it is coated with silver and nickel oxide. Now, whenever the object is placed as at an infinite distance, what will happen? So again, the same thing. This is a convex mirror. This center is termed as pole. This line is a principal line, and it would be having a center of curvature also. The imaginary thing is over here. Imaginary hollow sphere is over created. This is the center of that imaginary hollow sphere, and that is center of curvature. Now, whenever the object is at infinite distance, again, whatever we have studied in image formation in terms of concave mirror, the same thing is happening over here, for which again I have to take minimum two rays to obtain an image. The first rays I am taking this yellow one, which is an incident light ray, again which is parallel to principal axis. The reflected light ray would pass through focus. Now since this mirror is of diverging nature, so the incident light ray is from created over here. The reflected light ray would after hitting the surface, the reflected light ray would diverge in this manner. This green light is a reflected light ray. Now, if I trace the path of this reflected light ray, this light ray would pass through focus, one particular point. That point is a focus. Again, I have to take another ray of light. This is another yellow light. Again, a reflected light is there. Now, if I trace the path of reflected light ray at one particular point, so this particular point where both the reflected light rays are meeting, that particular point is known as focus. So whenever in terms of concave mirror, whenever the object is residing, or whenever the rays of light are coming from an infinite distance, I have to take two rays, minimum two rays. First ray is this, second ray is this. This ray, after hitting the surface, it has traveled, the reflected light ray has traveled this path. So I have to trace that path backward. So after tracing that path, the reflected light ray path in backward direction, the ray appear to meet at one particular point. That particular point is focus. So these are the conditions which we obtained whenever the object is at infinite distance in terms of concave mirror. The object position is at infinite distance. The image, it is a point size object. Now it is virtual and erect, since the image is obtained behind the mirror, and the image would always be erect image, and it is a point size image. Now let us discuss the case number 2. By mistake I wrote case number 1. It should be case number 2 over here. Now whenever the object is placed anywhere in front of mirror, what will happen? Again, a concave mirror is there, convex mirror rather. Convex mirror is there. Straight line, principal axis is there created. Pole is there, center of curvature is there. Now, whenever the object is placed anywhere in front of mirror, so this is the object. Now, all the terminology, that is center of curvature, focus, would come over here. Why is it so? Because this is an imaginary hollow sphere which is created between this range. So center of curvature would be coming over here, focus would be coming over here. So whenever the object, whenever object is placed in front of mirror, that is over here, where will the image be obtained? Let's see. Again, I have to take two rays, minimum two rays to obtain an image. First ray is this yellow one, incident light ray. the mirror is of diverging nature, so this light ray would go in this direction. Again, another ray, this is this. Whenever this light ray passes through the center of curvature, it will pass through focus. Now, as you can see, this is the incident first ray path, the reflected light ray. I have traced that path in backward direction, and again I have to take another rule from the image formation. This was the first incident light ray. With the incident light ray was appearing to pass through center of curvature, so the reflected light ray will travel in opposite direction, but the same path as that of incident light ray. As you can see, the yellow light was an incident light which was appearing to pass through center of curvature. As you can see, this is appearing to pass through center of curvature. Whenever this thing is happening, the reflected light ray will travel in opposite direction, but in same path as that of incident light. As you can see, this green one is incident light, so I have to trace that path in backward direction. So the image would be obtained over here at the point of intersection between the both reflected rays over here. So the image is obtained exactly between pole and focus. As you can see, the image is relatively very smaller than the object. So these are the things which we obtained whenever the object is placed in front of convex mirror. In front of mirror, these are the certain conditions. Whenever the object is placed between infinite distance and a center of curvature, suppose an infinite distance is there and the center of curvature, so the object would be obtained between pole and focus behind the mirror. So these are the conditions which we get whenever the object is placed in front of mirror. Object position, it would be infinite and pole, not center of curvature. Here it is written center of curvature, it should be pole. The object position, as you can see in this diagram, the object is residing between an infinite distance and a pole. So it should not be center of curvature over here, it should be pole. So the image would be obtained between pole and a focus, and which is behind the mirror. As you can see, this is a mirror which is obtained behind the mirror. The image is virtual and erect. As you can see, the image is always virtual and erect since it is obtained behind the mirror and it is smaller in size. I hope you have understood the concept of image formation in terms of convex mirror. Thank you and have a nice day.